What is a YouTube channel everyone should know about? Tom Scott. Short, usually under 15 minutes, well researched, digestible honest videos about computer science, oddities of the world, language, and linguistics, and more. YouTube. Would also recommend, if you love seeing garlic bread being sent to space, or two adults singing, "We flew a kite in a public place." You suck at cooking. Not only are the recipes easy, his videos are absolutely hilarious. Edit, Tom Scott 2. I love that guy. Is that still on? Salmonella Academy. Some of the best and most hilarious commentaries on some strange and downright interesting historical events and figures. Everybody gangster till the nuns start meowing. They. Lockpicking lawyer. The guy reviews locks by picking them. The videos are short and to the point, but the shorter the video the funnier the comment section. I know it sounds dumb, but give it a try. Title: Unpickable Locks is 123 duration. 203, half of which is going to be the backstory how he learned of this lock, and how neat and clever the lock design is. Followed by 45 seconds of him picking the lock and 15 seconds of him circumventing it in another way. Verdict: that's actually a pretty good lock. Internet comment etiquette. Bounced on my boy watching this. Technology connections. Techmoan. Big Clive. Well worth it. You like any sort of tech content and deep dives into electronics. +1 to technology connections. Dude is wonderful at breaking down things in a way that even laymen can understand. Plus he's entertaining and funny to boot. Dad, how do I? A man who grew up without a father makes videos demonstrating how to do practical things that a lot of fathers would teach their kids. E.g. how to change a tire, how to tie a tie, how to fix a running toilet. It's the most wholesome account, not to mention actually helpful. That man deserves all the love, gifts and financial compensation he's getting. Internet historian. His takedown of Fallout 76 is so brutal that I go back and watch it again every couple months. And the use of that music track is so perfectly timed into the video. Ask a Mortician. Surprisingly good information about death and the funeral industry. Also Caitlin Doughty is just awesome. Secret Porpoise. Forgotten Weapons. Ian is the Chiz. Edit. Wow, did not expect to wake up to this many responses. I hope the channel gets some new subscribers out of this. Thanks for the gold. A channel that talk about guns so much is surprisingly apolitical. He mentions firearm laws from time to time, but it's usually in the context of how it drives firearm design, with almost no commentary whether the laws are good or bad. I have seen hundreds of videos on that channel, and I still have no idea about Ian's position on the Second Amendment, despite him being an avid gun collector and run a large firearms channel. What makes the channel so good is that it's so pure. Here is a gun, let's talk about the guy/company who made it, what it was made for, and then jump into the detailed design of it. Maybe shoot it, if it's a really cool one. Historical context of these guns are absolutely incredible sometimes. Steve 1989 Marine phone. Ever thought I could become so invested in a guy eating military rations? Alright, let's get this out on a tray. Gels Marble Runs, great community and so much fun to watch. Edit, this is the subreddit r/jealous marblerans. Marble League 2020 just started, and if you want to know more about JMR you can just ask it there. His team got a major sponsorship deal recently. Summoning Salt. In-depth videos about video game speedrun records. Really well researched and put together. Everybody I have recommended it to has watched and been sucked in. It's a small channel. Edit, so I guess I was unaware of his channel growth and has grown a lot since I first subbed. Not so small anymore, so give them some love. My favorite video of his is the Mario Kart N64 Choco Mountain Best Lap Time video. /half as interesting /Wendover Productions, separate channel but the same guy runs it. /real engineering /real life lore /riddle /curse just act oversimplified. Edit, I forgot to add /smarter everyday /everyday astronaut /Scott. Manly /Polymer to / the Infographics Show / Lemmy No / Tom Scott / Mustard. Minuta Physics and Minute Earth as well. Kurzgesagt, in a nutshell, quality, quantity, is their motto. Absolutely beautifully made informative videos. Kurzgesagt seems to always make me have an existential crisis. All gas no brakes, they go to different events and find some interesting people to interview. Scott the Woz, he mostly talks about the history of gaming consoles, franchises, and various Nintendo topics. Red Letter Media, they review movies, often in a comedic fashion. Their fan base can be a bit much though. Cinefix, a movies-based channel which are most famous for its top 10 lists. Their lists don't really matter, which they are aware of. If you ever want a movie recommendation, check them out. Technology Connections, he explains why common household items work the way they do. Why are switches clicky? Why is brown color so weird? I tried to stick to YouTubers who are popular, but not mentioned too frequently on Reddit. Although Red Letter Media might be an exception to that. Tom Scott, CPG Grey, Limino, Captain Christian, and Kurzgesagt are all informative channels you will see mentioned a lot, and for good reasons. All gas no brakes during the early riots and protests in Minneapolis was such a crazy watch. Kurzgesagt. Also Exurb 1A. Tierzoo. Brilliant. Dude ranks animals' weaknesses and strengths, like he's reviewing video game fighters. Awesome channel. Gus Johnson is just some wholesome comedy. Boys support boys. CGP Grey. That dude makes $45,000 a month just through Patreon. That is $500,000 just through Patreon each year. For usually one video a month. I love Grey, but holy chiz. Number File. 3 blue 1 brown 2. If you like Number File, I highly recommend it. Zefrank 1. I shed a tear when he started to upload again. Casual, daily dose of internet travel, best ever food review show, depressing travel, rare earth interesting things, Tom Scott education, Khan Academy, more education, crash course more travel, great big story knives, Kiwami Japan, rare earth is amazing. Call me Kevin qualifications, Irish, hates soup, has a cult around his Sims character, variety gaming channel, literally everyone that watches him loves him, cruel to NPCs. All around a great and funny YouTuber, check him out. Thanks for the kind words. Primitive technology, YouTube, I could watch this dude bilches for hours. The Og. Still prefer his channel over all the copycat ones that have popped up all over the place since. Binging with Babish. I don't really know how to cook, but he is fun to watch and some of the things he makes from TV shows / movies are really bizarre. Binging with Babish has such a well-honed production value that you don't notice just how fine-tuned everything is, making it subconsciously really enjoyable to watch. Probably because Andrew has background in editing and film. Hey Dad, how do I? His channel is only 2 months old. Mark Rober is really good for science stuff. YouTube. AHHES. The Squirrel Ninja Warrior Parker was awesome. YouTube. Ask a Mortician. Caitlin Doughty is funny, relatable, and educational. She talks about all sorts of death-related topics, and she does a great job of destigmatizing it without overwhelming the viewer. Want to know what happens to a body during cremation? Got that. Want to know about non-standard funeral ideas? Got that. Want to know about how Rasputin's penis was passed around like a religious relic for like 90 years after his death? Got a video on that too. Yes, really. I can't recommend her enough. She makes topics around death accessible, and it makes it a bit easier to confront and deal with. Talking and learning about death doesn't have to be taboo. It can be interesting, surprising, and even fun to learn about. Jan's Kitchen. For the gorgeous cats. Abroad in Japan. I really had no specific interest in Japan, but the production quality and Chris humor make it of the best channels on YouTube 10/10ths. Salmonella. Hey kids. Michael Reeves. This guy is a genius. I like that he started to date his Roomba. Soviet Womble Edit. Lolwood. An award for this? Stop giving Reddit money for a throwaway comment that is not even a complete sentence. But thanks nonetheless. Best place to learn geography, history, and engagement rules with civilians. Let's game it out. Just good honest fun pushing games to their limits. And finding many various ways to torture Grace. Steve 1989 Marine a surprisingly interesting topic and his delivery is amazing. Let's get this one out on a tray. Electra Boom smarter every day oversimplified just go. Bottom to top. Electra Boom is funking fantastic. He got me through my first phase of my electrician's apprenticeship exams. CGP Grey. Humans Need Not Apply is a masterpiece. Captain Disillusion. He is just a masterpiece when comes to debunk viral videos. Smarter every day. You will go from flying fighter jets to watching he scream about laminar flow. Verostasium. Complex science made simple and interesting. Steve Mold. You'll only look to his eyes and forget what the video is about. He actually does videos about random cool science phenomenon like melting glam inside a microwave. Codder's Lab. Watchy, wearing a homemade chainmail, mess with mercury in all ways possible. Also gardening and random dangerous things. +1 for mentioning Codder's Lab. Probably my favorite YouTube channel. He does a lot of really cool stuff. Slimesicle. Or I will sacrifice your newborn. Gray still plays has a decent amount of subscribers, but his gaming videos and sense of humor is so chaotic that it's not talked about enough. Every video is like welcome back to the only game that you can play without disappointing your parents. It's Genocide Simulator. William Osman, he does tech stuff. Don't forget Michael Reeves. Legal Eagle. My dad was a lawyer, so I was raised around the law. I love that channel. How to Basic very informative. I learned how to cook properly thanks to this channel. Because of that man, I love to eat eggs again. Slimesicle one of the 3 most bestest voice rap game crowd. Do I have to explain? He is just plain awesome spiffing Brit for the queen. He breaks games. Slimesicle's puns are on a different level, man. It's insane. It's Filthy Frank, Motherfucker. We're here to bring chromosomes as tribute to your negative upvote. Extra credits or crash course. They both have teams of people behind them who cover a lot of stuff in their videos and frequently put out quality material. Crash course, and while you're there, check out Vlogbrothers as well. Super entertaining, witty, and I always learn something new without expecting. I'm obsessed with the Green Brothers. Chris Fix for automobile owners. Good bad flicks for deep dive into old lesser known movies. Tom Scott. Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Penguins 0. How to ruin someone's chess career in 6 steps. Removed. Life of Boris. Edit. Whoa, this is the most likes I've ever gotten. Stay cheeky breeky my fellow gopniks. Vadim stole the Reddit account again. I really like watching real life lore. Source, although I know most of you already know about it. Or do we? Philosophy Tube. Bomberg Guy 2. Tom Scott. He makes straight up the highest quality content on YouTube with a nice dash of existential dread, programming and linguistics thrown inside. Do you agree that Robin flew away, or do you think he laid a gun? Limino. Took way too long to reach this comment. 2-set violin. Even if you don't play violin or any instrument, I can't recommend these enough. ContraPoints. Can we please talk about the mouthfeel? Scott the was. Hey all. Sklat, the dude is pretty funny. You mean Logan from Big Time Rush? Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez and Curtis Connor. Drew and Danny are the only 2 people who survived Vine's collapse that I still watch. Their content is just really easy to enjoy. Davey 504 for anyone who loves beer. Or Adam Naily if you are more educational interesting channel. Pursuit of Wonder. More like Pursuit of Existential Crisis. Food. Adam Ragusia. Kinda a modern day Good Eats. A fair bit of science and a real down to earth method. games, girlfriend reviews, video game reviews from the perspective of a backseat gamer. It sounds kinda lame, but it is very well edited with tons of memes. Long live the empire. Some horror channels. Nexpo Atrocity Guide. Not just horror content. Lazy Masquerade Mama Maximum Night Mind. Nexpo just did a really good video calling out a website supposedly for kids that has become absolutely corrupted by pedophiles. As someone who obviously was subscribed to him for his horror stuff, it was cool to see him branch out like that. ContraPoints every frame a painting folding ideas. It's a shame EFP stop making videos. Equals. Bald and bankrupt. Great channel but he's gonna get killed or in trouble one day. History buffs. He breaks down historical films, talking about the real people and stories behind them, and the historical accuracies/inaccuracies. And it's not done in a cynical CinemaSins kind of way. It's genuinely informative and interesting. Daily dose of internet is wholesome and always makes my day. Although some videos kinda feel like a repeat of what you see on the internet if you browse Reddit, since he gets a lot of his content from whatever hit the front page of Reddit the day/days before. World War II in real time. Every Saturday they put out a video covering the preceding week's events in the Second World War. They've been going since September 2018, so are following the war week by week, exactly 79 years since it began. They did the same thing for World War I from 2014 to 2018 as well, which is a fantastic series if you have the time for it. Now is a good time to jump onto the World War II series, however, as Operation Barbarossa has just begun. Tom Scott. Preppy Kitchen. Super Carlin Brothers and Ed Meat got hooked up to Super Carlin Brothers because of their amazing HP content. Video Gamer Donkey. Smarter every day. Tearzoo. Be Kind Rewind. YouTube / fairly in-depth essays on Oscar-winning actresses and the politics in play behind their nominations and wins. The Take. YouTube / essays on popular culture and the tropes they use. Dr. Hope's Sick Notes. YouTube and Midlife Crisis. YouTube / 2 British doctors vlogging about their days and giving information about life in a hospital. They've been in their element since the pandemic. For the Flower Horn. YouTube / I have / had no interest in the content, yet I find it incredibly relaxing and spellbinding. Just a man feeding his fish and cleaning his aquarium. Cruising the Cut. YouTube / again. Something I'm not that interested in, but I find his videos very therapeutic. Videos are about a man living on a canal boat and exploring British canals. Cracking the Cryptic. YouTube / 2 men solving fiendishly difficult Sudoku and other puzzles as well. British cryptic crosswords. I have become a regular Sudoku player since coming across this channel, but I find the presenters to be utterly charming and the content wonderful. Pasta Grannies. YouTube / Grannies in Italy show the team their own recipes of local specialities. There was a Japanese version, but I can't remember the channel name. It was equally endearing. Atomic Shrimp. It's so great. Hydraulic Press Channel. The original and the best. AskReddit. Had capitalized backwards. Defunct Land. Just some stories behind theme parks, rides and that stuff. Just really enjoyable. Jailbury. The story behind people, normally YouTubers who were in controversies, but occasionally throws in some other people. Aperture. Really hard to describe. Just a bunch of different random stuff in life and the earth. Oh my. You watched until the end? That's fucking awesome, dude. Thanks for watching.